For years, humans have gazed at the stars, contemplating the possibilities of first contact with an alien race. Will we exchange gifts of peace or weapons of war?
Weapons. Definitely weapons. Like these ones.
Ben 10, protector of Earth and wielder of the Omnitrix.
And Star Butterfly, wild child princess from another dimension. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Benjamin Tennyson was just your average 10-year-old boy. He loved video games, hated school, and was prepared to have the most boring summer vacation ever until destiny fell from the sky. Upon discovering a strange crash-landed alien device, it stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that it hid.
Now he's got superpowers, he's no ordinary kid, he's Ben 10. Sorry, Wiz, I just can't help myself, that theme song's so damn catchy!
This strange device was the Omnitrix, a portable library of intergalactic genetic data that can transform its user into a variety of different alien species.
Sounds like the perfect way to get freaky with some alien babes from all across the galaxy.
Well, you do you. But the cosmic warlord Vilgax had something different in mind. With the Omnitrix technology, he planned to create an army of superpowered aliens and conquer the universe.
Yeah, typical villain stuff. But old Hentai Face would have to wait, cause Ben got the watch first and became a superhero. Well, okay, first he burned down a forest, but then he got busy with the hero stuff.
The Omnitrix contains a built-in radio, universal translator, distress signal, a self-defense pulse blast against anyone trying to force it off Ben's wrist, and, as a bonus, it can tell time.
And whenever Ben comes across a new alien he'd like to cosplay, it can scan their DNA so he can add them to his transformation collection. And he's got a ton to choose from. He's got alien forms that can control the elements like lightning, water, ice, earth, and fire with his very first transformation ever, Heat Blast, along with some just beautiful fire puns.
I'm totally hot.
You gotta respect the classics.
As Forearms, he's strong enough to create shockwaves with mere punches. As Accelerate, he can run fast enough to dodge lightning. As Diamond Head, he can survive massive explosions like they were nothing. But if you prefer brains over brawn like myself, he can increase his intelligence with alien forms like Brainstorm, who has an IQ of 1 nonillion. That's a 1 followed by 30 zeros, and more than 3 octillion times greater than the highest recorded IQ in history.
He can fly as Jet Ray, duplicate himself with Ditto, and eat his feelings away as Upchuck. Wiz, that's really not a healthy way to handle issues.
You know, you're right, Boomstick.
Yeah, he should really just stick to alcohol. And if he ever wants to suck for some reason, he's got Waka Trout, which is a fish with legs. And that's it.
Probably Ben's worst transformation, and that's saying a lot considering he has an alien literally named the Worst.
If old-timey horror movies are your thing, Ben can transform into every classic monster you can think of, because I guess zombies and werewolves were aliens all along. I knew it.
Through different forms, Ben can manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe, like gravity, radiation, time, and energy. Feedback, for instance, once absorbed the entirety of the Big Bang, and then fired it at a robot supervillain, creating a time loop and saving the universe.
Yeah, as he's got used to hero work, Ben's aliens started getting pretty insane. Like Waybig, who's basically a giant kaiju who can fire a cosmic ray from his chest, powerful enough to hurt a being made of pure energy. And let's not forget my personal favorite alien, Molestache. He's a mole who punches people with his mustache. Gah! You can't write that.
Truly a fearsome addition to Ben's massive arsenal. But contrary to the show's very specific title, Ben's Omnitrix doesn't just have access to 10 alien forms. In fact, it has 1,912,000.
He's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 1,912,000. Yeah, doesn't quite roll off the tongue like Ben 10, does it? Well, let's see if I can take one of these babies for a spin.
Where did you get that?
Don't worry about it. Whoa!
Well, the Omnitrix does have one drawback. It usually has an automatic cooldown period for a few minutes between transformations, because overuse can permanently disfigure the user's DNA.
Alright, forgot to say that 4 seconds earlier. If you'll excuse me, I need to pee out my face.
I'll fix this later. This cooldown would be a recurring issue for Ben until he discovered Master Control, a special code which, when input into the Omnitrix, just let him use it however he wanted.
And if he's ever on death's door, the watch will automatically pop him into whatever alien body it thinks he needs at the time to survive whatever's happening.
And there's one form that's almost always the best answer. Alien X. Born in the forge of creation beyond the multiverse itself, Alien X is a celestial sapien, the most powerful species in the universe.
He's basically a cosmic god who can punch planets to bits, fly faster than light, duplicate himself, control minds, use telekinesis, reverse time, warp reality, and even just straight up erase people from existence.
It takes a lot to get their attention, and that's fine. We don't want it.
Why not?
They could just blink, and we'd be gone.
Alien X is so tough, he survived the destruction of the entire universe by the Annihilarg and didn't feel a thing. Like, his durability was so through the roof, he didn't even realize total cosmic annihilation was happening right on top of him.
Based on rough estimates made by a NASA astrophysicist, the total mass energy of the universe in joules is 4,
Well, that doesn't seem very impressive.
followed by 69 zeros.
Oh, there it is.
And to top it off, Ben as Alien X went and just remade an entirely new universe identical to the old one.
First of all, how the hell? Second, since he just made a copy universe, that technically means that all those characters we watched through the whole show are still dead. Damn, dude! Throw somebody a bone or something.
However, Celestial Sapiens are composed of multiple personalities, and if they can't unanimously agree on what action to take, which can take billions of years, all that power is basically useless.
But Ben convinced his extra personalities that that's really goddamn stupid and he should have full control all the time, so it doesn't matter. Why doesn't he just go full Alien X all the time?
Well, a little variety doesn't hurt, right? Plus, even without his alien forms, Ben is pretty clever and has a knack for getting himself out of trouble, even when things get really weird.
And he's saved the universe more times than he can count. He's defeated Vilgax when he had the power of a Cthulhu god, ended the hybrid conspiracy, and whooped another celestial sapien, the Galactic Gladiator, by flying so fast he created a galaxy-sized black hole.
We can tell from the size of the black hole in relation to the galaxies in the background, as well as how long it took to create, that Alien X must have been flying approximately 7 quadrillion times faster than light speed.
I get it, Wiz. Alien X is totally overpowered, but Ben doesn't keep any of those powers as a human.
Not much of a problem when the Omnitrix can instantly transform him fast enough to catch the Big Bang. The only thing truly holding Ben back throughout his hero career was his immaturity, being a 10-year-old and all.
Oh yeah, like that one time he messed with the Omnitrix and accidentally set it to self-destruct. After charging up for a few days, it would destroy the whole universe on its own. So that's not great.
Fortunately, Ben grew into a reliable and wildly successful hero by the time he reached the age of 16. He would continue his hero work into the future, eventually adopting the name Ben 10,000. The world can rest easy with Ben 10 as its first and best line of defense.
6-6 and Volcanus? What are they doing here?
About to get their alien butts kicked. That's what. Going hero.
When Marco met the new exchange student at his school, he thought he was just making a new friend from a different place.
And he definitely didn't think she'd be a magical princess who'd drag him along for all of her crazy adventures.
This girl from Uni
Mew what?
was a little weird and a little wild, and on top of bringing magic to Earth, she might have brought along a few extras as well. This displaced heir to the throne and defender against monsters was none other than Star Butterfly.
She may have been backed up by generations of magic users before her and super strong in her own right, but Star wasn't the perfect princess.
She would have been sent to the terrifying and personality-draining St. Olga's School for Wayward Princesses, but luckily, Star's parents took one look at that place and decided, no way, she's going to Earth instead.
You know, Earth really isn't the best place for her to be practicing magic. We're not used to people casually casting spells here. What'll humans say?
Well, since Star is a Mewman,
What the f fuck is a Mumin?
That's what the people of Muni are called. She's already superhuman compared to her peers on Earth. She survived a blast that leveled the top of Castle Muni, and can use her wings to help her get out of the way in a pinch.
What, those tiny things? There's no way she can actually fly with them. At least she can make a bubble around herself to defend against attacks.
Her butterfly heritage also grants her the Magic Instruction Book. This spell book is incredibly important, as it contains spells created by all the magical rulers of Muni that came before her. And she creates her own spells too, like Cupcake Blast, which fires a beam filled with cupcakes.
Okay, half of these spells don't make any sense. Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist? Starfish Tsunami? What the hell are these names? I want a Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist. I feel like you'd pay for that at like a high-end sauna.
Well, they're kind of self-explanatory. Creating her own spells does mean they can pretty much be anything. Take one of her summons, for example, which are effectively creatures reliant on magic to survive. So what happens when you combine unicorns, stampedes, and war?
Oh, I know this one! Warnicorn Stampede! Now I get where Spider with a top hat came from!
That Spider's one of Star's self-professed most powerful summons, with his own minigun to boot.
So naturally, she can kick monsters' butts with her spells thanks to her magical wand. But she better watch out, because a lot of those monsters want to use it for themselves.
Her wand combined with her training means she has some incredible destructive power. She's blasted apart walls, temples, and a throne room. Her mother even said her wand could blow up a universe, and one of her ancestors did exactly that.
Yeah, Star's ancestor Skywind wanted to make something explode one day. So, why not an entire dimension?
And remember that book we mentioned earlier? Skywind recorded her experience specifically so her successors would know what to do if they also wanted to destroy a dimension. So Star should be able to do this, since she's known to be an incredibly strong princess on top of being the heir to the Butterfly Spellbook.
Speaking of destroying things, her thermonuclear butterfly blast has wrecked a house, and according to Star, her mega explosive crystal laser is powerful enough to obliterate planets. But she just likes to use it to play with cats like a laser pointer.
Star has spells for more than just destruction though, like her Bunny Rabbit Blast, which she's used to catch up to cars. And one of the monsters she's fought, Meteora, has deflected lightning. Being able to fight on par with Meteora means Star's able to reach speeds over Mach 1000. But if all that wasn't enough for you, once Star went through puberty,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
she learned how to access and control her far more powerful Butterfly form.
Now that's a set of wings. I just wish peering into her eyes wasn't like peering into the 9 layers of hell.
It's obviously a stand-in for puberty. Star compared the process of attaining it to, quote, suddenly looking at boys as if they were made of bacon. Like you've never eaten it in your life, and all you want to eat is bacon.
So what you're saying is if I eat enough bacon, I can get magical powers?
Anyway, through her time in various dimensions, fighting monsters and defending her friends, Star's become strong enough on her own that she no longer needs her wand. In fact, her wand only ever served as training wheels to help her harness this magic herself.
Soon enough, though, she realized monsters weren't actually the bad guys, so she started to fight for them instead of against them.
This wasn't a popular decision with humans, but Star knew it was the right choice and followed through. Unfortunately, the fighting continued, and Star realized in order to truly quell the conflict, she needed to fight magic itself.
So her mother, her great-whatever-grandmother, and Meteora all banded together to cast the Whispering Spell in the realm of magic.
This spell is designed to silence or end magic, and when cast within the realm of magic, it destroyed magic itself. All of it.
But doesn't that mean she killed all the magical creatures across the different dimensions because they need magic to survive?
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Well, after destroying magic and every magical creature in existence, Star was finally able to bring peace to Muni.
Star had a lot of growing up to do when she was sent to Earth, but she learned to control her powers and led her country to peace.
Mostly.
Now, she's truly grown from her chrysalis into a butterfly.
Who's ready for a bloody, bloody bloodbath?
bored of death.
The winner is Ben 10.